Power of banking back into the hands of the people. And what do I mean by that? When I heard about Transact Card, one of the things that really stood out to me that I was super excited about was it talked about community banking. And I've used a small community bank. Like I said, I'm from Utah and I work with a bank called Brighton Bank. I own my own traditional business. I've owned a hair salon for over 30 years. And Brighton Bank is the one that helped me get my small business loan, get me started in my business. And I've utilized and I've used them since then. I've never gone with a big bank. I've always just had my great account with Brighton Bank. And it's really interesting because they are so personal with me that even when something kind of crazy is going on with my account, or they'll see maybe, I'll give you an example. One time my insurance was going to be processed twice in that month. And they called me and said, "Hey, did you want your insurance to be processed twice this month?" And I'm like, "No, I did not." And they're going, "Okay, so we'll deny that." But that's the kind of service that I'm talking about, community banks and getting banking back into the hands of the people. Everything that's going on today, we really want to take control of our banking and give this back to our communities. And that's what we're talking about, community banking, and now today, banking changes forever. I loved this when I saw the evolution of banking, because when I saw the very first part, and it said in the early 1700s, it said the barter system. And I remember when I was a kid, and like I said, I come from a very large family. My dad used to work with a group called CONCAP. It was Consolidated Capital. And they did bartering. You could go into this store and people could barter with their services or with products. And I just remember as a small child being fascinated by that, that it was a way that people could just trade things instead of actually paying dollars. So that's kind of where it all started, right up until today, where we have something now that's called Finmo banking, financial momentum banking, which is super exciting. And I went and looked up Finmo banking and I was excited, and I would encourage everyone to do that. And I really do see the exciting part is this is the evolution of banking, and this is where we are today. So what is Transact Card? It's a positive social impact approach to banking. Now, this is a banking platform that provides services to everyone. It's a private, secure banking platform that is FDIC insured, that gives you a checking account with a Visa debit card. I love this little Visa debit card. And I'm going to talk to you a lot about this tonight because I've been utilizing this for the last 3 weeks, and the benefits that I'm getting from it and that many people that I've introduced to it are super, super exciting. Now, we're going to double your buying power with a members only shopping club. Every single dollar spent, you get a dollar for dollar Z-Buck earning. We're going to talk about Z-Bucks and how exciting those are. Every product and service are much more affordable by using those Z-Bucks that you're going to be earning. And I'm going to give you an example because I actually went for the very first time. I purchased gas with my Transact card yesterday. And I went and I filled my tank and it was $85. I mean, gas today is just astronomical. I couldn't believe that I spent $85 filling my tank with gas. And I got 85 Z-Bucks. And I love that I can go home and I can log into my Transact card account and I can see exactly how many Z-Bucks that I've earned. And the fun part about that is that I've earned almost 2,000 Z-Bucks over the last 3 weeks utilizing my Transact card. And I'm going to talk to you about the value of those Z-Bucks and what you can do with those as we move forward. And you've earned, like I said, I earned 85 Z-Bucks just off that, getting that gas. And that makes sure that you can utilize those in the Z Club that we're going to talk about. So this is I love this example when it talks about, I love shoes. I'm a shoe person. I have so many shoes, but hey, you never have too many shoes because shoes always fit, right? So let's say you're looking for a great new pair of tennis shoes or fitness shoes that you want to purchase, and you go to the mall and you start looking for the shoes that you want. And the shoe that you find is $100. And you're thinking, you know what, I think I can get those shoes for a better price. So you maybe go home and you start looking online and you go to Amazon and the same shoe, $100 on Amazon. And you think, you know what? I went to the gas station yesterday and I earned 85 Z-Bucks. I wonder if I can log into the Z store and if I'll be able to get those shoes for a better price. And sure enough, I find those exact same shoes in the Z Club. And because I earned those 85 Z-Bucks with my gas purchase, I can now use 50 of those Z-Bucks to purchase down those shoes and purchase those shoes for $50. And let me remind you, how much did those Z-Bucks cost you? Zero, right? You just earned those by simply swiping this amazing Transact card when you made that gasoline purchase. How about if you want to have a large purchase, something like a camp trailer or something big like that? They are even going to offer items like that. And if you want to save up your Z-Bucks, if you really have you're eyeing something really awesome and you're saying, hey, at a later date, I truly want to purchase that item, you can actually save up your Z-Bucks. And in this example, you can purchase down the price of that amazing camp trailer, 25,000 Z-Bucks, and you can purchase that dream camp trailer of your choice for $50,000, saving $25,000 because you purchased down that price with those Z-Bucks that you earned over that maybe a year, maybe 6 months. And or let's talk about the little family. Because we all know families all grown, but I've got grandkids, and I talked about I have come from a large family. I've got lots of nieces and nephews that are raising families right now, and those diapers can be super expensive, especially because they have to buy them on at least a weekly basis. Maybe a box of diapers, a 40 count box of diapers is about $53. It doesn't matter if you go to Costco or Sam's, Target or Walmart. They typically are all right. You might save a few dollars one place or the other or get them on sale, but on average, you're going to spend about $53 for a box of diapers. Well, remember, I have 35 Z-Bucks left over from filling my gas tank. And now I can take 32 of those Z-Bucks and spend down and purchase that box of diapers for $21. When you start thinking about that for a little family who is trying to save every penny and make those dollars go further, to be able to purchase those diapers for $21 every single week instead of $53, that is a significant savings in a little family's budget. And that's what we're talking about and how exciting it is to be able to utilize those Z-Bucks. So here's some of the categories that you'll be able to purchase in the Z Club, which I love because they're categories that we purchase things in every single day. There's going to be luxury items. They're going to be everyday items, clothing items, even grocery, dry food, dry goods, grocery items. And because they're going to be shipping them to you. And so you will need to utilize and make sure that they're dry goods. I believe that as we expand, that there are going to be ways that we can even purchase other grocery items over time, that they'll be able to get those grocery items to you. But in the short term, as we get launched here just this coming Saturday, as we launch this Z Club, you're going to see these amazing categories with auto parts and things that you could go to Target and Amazon and auto parts and all the different places that you could actually go. These are not and purchase these types of items. This is not overstock.com. This is not last year's models. These are items that you could go into the store and purchase today, and you can purchase them awesomely right here in the Z Club. So, like I said, great values, great benefits. So then talk about flash sales. This is something that I was super excited about when I saw, because a lot of times there are items that we would like to have, but we don't afford ourselves these items because they're expensive and they may not fit into our budget. And so we just say, you know what, I'm just not going to go to that expenditure, especially if you're raising a family or you're caring for elderly parents, which I have been doing. So I haven't been spending those extra dollars. I've been saving those to help my mom. But if I have Z-Bucks, it's going to give me a way that I will be able to spend a little bit on myself, right? Because of these flash sales. So I'll give you some examples. Let's say there are some Ray-Ban sunglasses, some awesome Ray-Ban sunglasses, and they retail for $120. Well, they're going to have a flash sale with these Ray-Ban sunglasses. And for 120 Z-Bucks, your cash is no good here. This is all Z-Bucks. I can now purchase those Ray-Ban sunglasses that I've been eyeing for a while. And or a laptop. I love this because I saw this MacBook laptop and I actually had to purchase one last month because mine crashed and it was going to cost more to fix it than it was to purchase a new one. And had I have been able to purchase inside the Z Club, I could have got that amazing laptop for 1,100 Z-Bucks. Again, your cash is not good here. 100% Z-Bucks on this flash sale. Or maybe you want some luxury items like a Louis Vuitton purse that you would absolutely not go spend $2,300 on, but you are willing to say, hey, you know what? They got a flash sale. I've got many Z-Bucks that I've stored up over time, and I'm going to splurge and I'm going to use those Z-Bucks and I am going to buy myself a Louis Vuitton purse. So that's what those flash sales are all about. What about trips? Have you been putting off a trip? And I talked about families that maybe can't afford trips because they're raising these kiddos and they just don't have the ability to spend money on a trip. Well, our company has secured, Transact Card has secured a cruise ship that next summer we'll leave port and only purchase those cabins with Z-Bucks. So now that dream vacation that you've been wanting to do and been putting off because you just couldn't put it into your budget, here's a way by simply just swiping this amazing little card that by the end of the year, you can purchase a cabin or maybe 2 cabins or 3 cabins, depending on how big your family is, that you can utilize these Z-Bucks and you can purchase one of those cabins. This is how it works. Those inside cabins on average are about $500. You use 500 Z-Bucks and you get an inside cabin. Or maybe you've been dreaming about having a balcony cabin, and for about 2,800 Z-Bucks, you can have one of those balcony cabins and you have a really awesome trip with a balcony cabin. Or you want to splurge and you want to go all the way. There are 2 presidential suites on this, and for 18,000 Z-Bucks, you can get one of those 2 presidential suites. And so now we're talking about that really, truly dream vacation that you can utilize just by making the decision to use the Transact card every single time you swipe instead of your traditional credit cards. I also would like to ask all of you, how many of you struggle saving? I struggle saving. It's never been my strong point. And as I started to get a little older, I realized getting closer to retirement, what am I going to do if I do not have a savings account? So I started to force myself to save. And this gives us very creative, awesome ways that we can save simply, again, by making the choice to use the Transact card every time you make a swipe. Transact up. Think about those times that you come home with a pocket full of change because you made purchases. It was $1.50, $1.75. You got change back. You put that in your pocket. You come home, you throw it in your little tray. I have one of those big water jugs that I come home and throw my change into. Transact up is basically the same thing. It's just a way that you're going to, make your transaction go up to the next dollar, and you're going to put that change into your Transact up account. Z forward is a percentage that they're going to pay you back for every single purchase that you make. They're going to give you a percentage back on all those purchases. And again, they're going to put that into your Power Save account. There are many companies out there, restaurants, and companies that are going to say, hey, if you'll come into us, we are going to give you a percentage back of every transaction that you make in our store. We're going to give you a percentage of that back, and that will again go into your Power Save account. And these savings account are going to be met at higher interest rates that you would get in a traditional bank savings account. So it's going to be a great way for you to now push yourself to save so that you have some money saved for a rainy day. So what does this cost you? When I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, $25 for a year. I opened up my wallet and I thought, you know what? I have an American Express card because I get miles with this card. And it cost me $150 a year to have this card. And then I'm like, my Hilton Honors card, I think I pay $60 annual fee for Hilton Honors. And then I looked at my, hey, Discover, as long as I pay this off every month, I get 5% back. So if I hold a balance on that, that 5% is basically a moot point. I looked at I got to have my fitness wear. Every time I go to the gym, I got to have new clothes every once in a while. And again, high interest rate, as long as I'm willing to pay it off every month, great, I earn points with that. Or $25 a year, and I can use this amazing all-in-one little Transact card that I'm going to get a 1-for-1. Every dollar I spend, I'm going to get a Z-Buck that I can use for trips, for hotels, for clothing, for all those items that I said, just by simply using this incredible little card right here for $25 annual fee first year. And the other part that's amazing is the very first time that I swipe this, I'm going to get 500 Z-Bucks. So I pay 25, I get 500 Z-Bucks. I'll make that transaction every day, all day long. And if you, by the end of the year, you decide to re-up your Transact card, which I can't imagine anybody wouldn't as they start to purchase and utilize these Z-Bucks in the Z Club, you're definitely going to want to re-up your card, and that's $47.50 for the next year. Or you can say, hey, I want to pay a monthly fee of $4.95. But again, if you re-up that card, you get 500 Z-Bucks every single year that you decide to re-up your card. You're going to get an additional 500 Z-Bucks. So again, I would make that transaction every day, all day long. And that's just if you say, hey, I just want to be a customer. I love the idea of the Transact card. I just want to be a customer. But and we have a pre-launch promotion. I love this too. I think, oh my gosh, I'm getting all these Z-Bucks when I log into my account, and I already have about 2,000 Z-Bucks. In the first year, because we are just launching, you are going to get double Z-Bucks for every single purchase the first year that you have this amazing little card. And if that doesn't get you excited, let me talk to you about the next step. So you can have a we have a customer referral program. Let's just say, hey, I love it. I want to be a customer and I want to go out and refer this to my friends. I know my friends will love this Transact card. For every single person that you refer the Transact card to, you are going to get an additional 500 Z-Bucks. But that's not just a one-time 500 Z-Bucks. If your friends decide to re-up every single year, every single time your friends re-up their Transact card, you're going to get that 500 Z-Bucks every single year that they renew. So think about this. Just as a Transact card referral member, if you went out and you got 5 of your friends to get the Transact card as customers, you take those 500, that's 2,500 Z-Bucks in referral bucks. Now you can get that amazing cabin on that cruise, and you can take your loved ones or your loved one on an amazing cruise, a dream trip of a lifetime, just by simply referring people to the Transact card. Let's take it one step further. This is what got me really excited. And that is, how can I benefit not just by referring customers, but what if I want to have a little business? As I said, I own a couple of different businesses. I've owned hair salon. We own an accounting firm. And I can tell you, starting those businesses costs a lot more than $495, one-time fee, $495, and $150 a month. But I want to set that $150 aside for just a minute, because I got a great announcement. I'm going to talk to you about how you can eliminate that forever. You will never have to pay that $150, and exciting announcements to come this weekend as we truly go into our soft launch phase of our Transact card. So that $495 one-time fee, the way you can earn that back. And this gives you the right to receive commissions on all Transact card transactions in your community. You're going to get some marketing support, and you get what's called digital branch office training. So the next step is, I want to be a digital branch manager. Why do I want to be a digital branch manager? Well, if you're excited about the Transact card and you're excited about being a digital branch office, then you're going to want to go get other people excited about it too. So you're going to tell others about it. And if you simply get 3 other people to join you in this great adventure, then you are going to get a $500 rebate. You're going to get your money back. So if you get 3, yours is free. Now you're in the black. You're no more in the red. And believe me, I've got people that are doing that in 12 hours, 24 hours, 6 hours, maybe 2 or 3 days. But I have a significant amount of managers on my team, and it's been super exciting to watch those tick up as I look in my back office and I see all these amazing digital branch managers come on board. And again, that's just simply by getting 3 other people excited about what you're seeing here tonight. And then again, like I said, that $150 that we talked about, this Saturday, we have an announcement on how you can eliminate that $150 forever. So little something that you might have to do, but I promise you it's going to be easy peasy, and it's going to be worth doing, so you never have to pay that monthly transaction fee or that monthly fee ever again. Okay, so how does it work when you decide to be a digital branch office? I want to be we call it a DBO, digital branch office for short. And I want to be a part of this because I know a lot of people, not only as customers, that would love this, but I also know a lot of people that would like to get their own digital branch office and start spreading the word. But let's just say you get started, you get your little digital branch office, and you go out and start sharing the Transact card with your friends and family members. And in the first month, Stephen decides to get a Transact card. Aunt B, she decides to get a Transact card, and Bev, she decides to get a Transact card. They're each swiping their way to all their Z-Bucks. And in that month, simply by them doing that, you're earning commissions, and you earn $9 that month in total commissions just by them simply swiping their cards. But here's the exciting part. That's the lowest it's ever going to be, because you don't think that Stephen, Aunt B, and Bev are going to be excited about what the benefits that they get from this card, and they're going to start sharing it with other people. And Erica's going to have a great experience, and she's going to share it with more people. So next month she gets on Bob and June and Mary, and they all come on board, and now she's getting double. And the next month's commissions, maybe they're $50, maybe they're $75, but the next month it's $100, and the next month it's a little bit more than that. And you're going to start to see that $9 wherever you start is going to be the lowest that it ever is, as long as you're willing to go out there and start to share this amazing Transact card and all the benefits. I see this and I look at this map of the United States. And it was very exciting to me because I looked in that and I go, there's 3 little digital branch offices. I could say that one's me. And then I got my first 3 as a manager. And I started thinking about how fast that will expand beyond there and how fast it has expanded beyond there. I started only 4 weeks ago. When I used to get on the very first Zoom I was on, I think there was like 38 people. And then it was the next week, it was like 60, and then it was 80, and then it was 100. And then we just blew it out and we had to get more people on. And I look at this tonight, we have 264 people on. And I look at that and say, I have people in like 16 states already. So it can grow very rapidly. And that's simply by you opening your mouth and sharing this incredible little Transact card right here. And it will multiply and spread very, very quickly. That is the compounding potential of this unique business. This opportunity, it streamlines the path to your sponsor multiple branches and build your own digital branch community, which I'm telling you, it happens really, really, really fast. I log in and I see, oh my gosh, I have 2 digital branch offices in New York. Here I am in Utah. I don't even know those people in New York, but I love those people in New York. And I'm super excited that they've decided to come on board and start utilizing the Transact card and sharing this amazing message. So there are 3 core pillars of how you can use the Transact card and the distribution system. 1, you can be a Transact card member. We call them a TCM, Transact card member. That makes you a customer. And you can start utilizing it, getting all the benefits, and start to refer your friends. Or 2, you can be a digital branch office. You pay that one-time $4.95, and you can start sharing with your friends and family and all of your communities, and you can get the benefits there. And I'm going to just touch on the influencers because, again, this Saturday we have stay tuned. We have some truly incredible announcements. And I want you to think about influencers. When you go online and you see certain influencers that have tens of thousands, millions of people that are following them and are excited about all the things that they're doing. These influencers can bring a message to people very, very quickly. And we have some top influencers who have aligned themselves with Transact card because they're so excited about the benefits that their communities can earn from this. And also they have all of these influencers typically have a foundation that they align with and that they like to get donations for those foundations. And that's what we're talking about. They're going, hey, we got some really amazing ways that we can align with each other and we can benefit greatly by doing that. So stay tuned. Some great announcements to come, how you can benefit from these incredible influencers coming on board and how that can give you a boost. And I want you to know that there is a certain segment of people, the first 5,000, we call them our founding group, that are going to get those big benefits from these influencers. Okay. Again, that's an announcement we're going to make here this weekend. So you want to stay close to these Zooms that are coming on because we're going to tell you how that's going to work. But these influencers are going to come on board. They're going to bring all these customers in and you can greatly benefit. So if you're one of those first 5,000, you're going to get the biggest benefits from those influencers. So if you're thinking about getting started, get started right away, because I do know that they made an announcement yesterday. Remember when I said just a few weeks ago when I started and there was only 300 people? Well, I happen to know that yesterday there was over 1,200 DBOs in our system. And so this is growing very, very rapidly because the excitement is contagious and people are jumping on board and they definitely want to be a part of Transact card. So here we are, we're in soft launch. Literally, like I said, I launched four weeks ago and it's been such a crazy ride for the last 4 weeks. I've been on Zooms, I've been in calls, and I've been talking to a lot of really excited and enthusiastic people. That's what's happening right now. This coming weekend, we go into pre-launch. That is when the Z Club opens for business. You can start using your Z-Bucks into the Z Club, and you can start signing up those Transact card members. That means you can start signing up customers. Up until now, we've only had the ability to bring on DBOs. And I heard Scott Kufis say a few weeks ago, which I absolutely loved. You know, sometimes when you join something early, you know, there are a few bugs, things aren't perfect. And if you need things to be perfect, maybe now isn't the time for you. Maybe you need to wait a little while till things are perfect. But I'm all about, let's go dig the trenches together. Let's go make things happen together, because I know those people who are digging the trenches and building the houses are going to get the biggest benefits. And what he said is, hey, the good thing is you're in early. But the bad thing is we are waist deep in mud and we are all digging out together, right? So got to shave off those difficult edges. But if you're willing to go build those houses and dig those trenches with us, you're going to get those great benefits. And then, of course, in Q4, I believe they said October, we're going to do our official launch. And we should have all those difficult edges shaved off, and things will be truly exciting by that time. But I truly believe now is the time. Timing couldn't be better. Super exciting. Come on board. Things are exploding. Transact card it truly is, I believe, the card of the future. And I'm super excited that we're the ones that get to bring it to you. So by that, here's the next step. Get back to the person who invited you. Let them get all your questions answered. If you're concerned about anything, let them get your questions answered for you. Become a founding digital branch office. Remember, I said those influencers are going to benefit you in a great way. And we're going to make that announcement this weekend. You don't want to miss out. I promise. I promise. Plug into our simple and proven success system. It really is easy. And I think that's why this is exploding so fast, because it is so simple. And then, of course, maximize the power of 3. Go get your first 3 and help them get their 3. And that's really it is all about. Go help them get your money back, start working in the black, and go make this happen for you and those that you love around you. And let's go change the world one swipe at a time. Thanks, everyone. Hope you have a great night.
Liz, that was awesome. Thank you so very, very much. You lit
Good
it up.
job,
with all the
man.
great responses people are giving, Liz.
Thank
were
you. Thank you.
amazing.
That was fun, guys.
Everybody have a wonderful
Well
night.
done.
Thank you again, Liz.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Have a great
Good
night.
job.